Good evening, everybody. Mr. Pace, I want to thank everyone for stopping by. I am doing some research on the information disseminated at the meeting last night. This video has a little bit more to do with some other issues. Let me straighten this thing out. I'm sorry. Okay, that's better. Anyways, again, thanks for stopping by, Mr. Pace, for Exposed. Let's just get to it, folks. A lot of folks don't understand why I carry one of these. Years ago, Judge Chittum warned me that this district may continue to do what it was doing, and that was a long time ago, and she was absolutely right. Hence the reason I have 3 of those. I am now investigating statements made at the board meeting last night about how bids went in, where they went, and how they came to be. This video is also going to include information about the fact that I've tracked down the information about other sources of information that have to do with the bids. So I actually went down to the Colorado Springs Business Journal, and they've actually gonna have that stuff ready for me tomorrow, which by the time you see this will be tomorrow. And the lady was nice enough to have it all ready for me, and she remembers me from the last time we had this issue over the bids. Why is this such a big issue? Well, because John Martin doesn't understand policy, rules, bylaws. It doesn't matter, because if it doesn't fit John's ideology, it doesn't exist. We have rules and laws for a reason. The board was seriously just supposed to do one thing: hold a meeting, tell people what was going on, and then open up the bid with the amount of time the bid was going to be open and exactly where it was going to be and how it was going to be done. Really simple. They didn't do it. Just didn't do it. Doesn't matter why they didn't do it. They didn't do it. They know they didn't do it. The lawyer knows they didn't do it. The people in the room know they didn't do it, and I brought it up at the meeting. No one questioned what I said. Okay? Troy Stinson ignored me 5 additional times when I raised my hand. Nicole Fisher saw me raise my hand. She almost attempted to talk to Troy about it. I don't have to explain to you how frustrating it is to be in a room and know what I know. Troy goes, well, I used to be a licensed contractor. Well, so was I. Okay? A lot of people don't realize, before I was here, I lived other places. Okay? Then I had to go through the contracting things in other states because I couldn't do things without a license, regardless. Okay? The company I had here was for a repair service. I'll get through all of that later. It's an open book test. A monkey can pass it if you can read. It's that easy. There are different grades of licensing, but when you go for a certain license, you have to have experience to back it up. B and C are easier than an A. Get into all that later. Okay, so notwithstanding that, there are websites for bids, and they're not open to us. They're open to contractors. I know it. They know it. The board chairman knew it. Everybody else knew it except the layperson in the room. A question I never got to ask. I already knew the answer. I learned it from the wastewater treatment plant because, as you remember, on this website, when I posted the information over the wastewater treatment plant, in that story, you'll find I had to register with the site where they posted it. And guess who posted it? JDS Hydro, not Woodman Hills. Facts are facts. Okay. I'm going to look into all of it because that's how I roll. And I was giving false information by some people down at the county, which they shouldn't have done. And I told them, you make me look like a damn fool. Well, that's not right. Well, that's why the supervisors called me back, and they were kind of apologetic about it because they didn't know what to do because they knew what they had done wrong. I don't hold it against them. But they now told me where to find the information about the lift station and the information about the EPA. I'm now investigating. I don't take the engineer's word for it anymore. We've been getting advice from him for way too long, unquestioned. Financial motives? Abso-fucking-lutely. Let's get on to the issue at hand over the meeting I had with an ex-employee of this district. Now you'll know, you need to understand is that, excuse me, I have to put these on. What you need to understand is real simple. I frequent local establishments around here. People know me. I just don't know everybody. I was literally sitting in the same place with an ex-employee of this district who was accused of using drugs that person never used, involved in a meeting with Corey Gabardella, Lisa Peterson, who wanted that person to resign based on the fact they claimed this person used a certain drug, which the person never has. Then they claimed they made a mistake on the paperwork. That's not a mistake you make in the real world. Why do I know this story has teeth? It's not the first time I heard it. Not the first. This time I actually have the victim talking to me while I'm eating a Swiss cheese covered hamburger with green chili on it. Because that's all I can eat. I can't have bread. So, why is that relative to everybody? Because it wasn't the only person going through it. That's how they would remove people from the district. They would put them in a room, corner them, so they could promote certain people. Who do you think was made the maintenance manager when all this was settled? What was that, Mr. LePage? I'm sorry, what was that again? You got it. The individual's name, who I will not use here, was accused of using cocaine. Fucking cocaine. What are you, fucking nuts? Do you know how I know this all went sideways? The lawyer for this particular situation called the district and got all up in their shit. Do you have any idea the legal ramifications of doing that? That's fucked up. And it happened. Don't ask me how I verified it. It happened. And anybody that sees this video, including Corey Gabardella, Lisa Peterson, and Mr. LePage, who was involved in the conversations with this particular person, was the person that informed me that, Mr. LePage, you like to talk about whooping my ass. Okay, whoop it. Whoop the ass. I'll be at the next meeting. Whoop all you want. Okay? Now you know. Now you know why Lukens and all this stuff going on will never get fixed till I conduct a recall. I'm not upset about it. I knew the staff was talking trash, and this person wasn't fired. They're not disgruntled, and that's it. But I didn't go looking for this. The person came to me while I was eating. Troy, Mr. Lukens, get ready. Recalls fix problems. Bye.